morning. Today we are doing a little bit of shorebird bird watching down at the Quanakatog boat ramp and nature area. I am down here for a week of vacation, and this is a great place to see shorebirds. Right now it is mid-August and it is actually migration time for them, so a lot of shorebirds are heading back down south. I will admit I am not a great shorebird identifier. I'm gonna go take some pictures, we'll walk around and stuff like that, but I definitely need some books and everything else to identify shorebirds. I know a little bit, but that's one thing about bird watching and doing birding is there's always things to learn. There's always differences in the types of birds. Like shorebirds, same thing, unless you're really near the shore a lot and be able to identify the different plumages and when they molt, like right now, from their breeding plumages back down to their molting plumages, it's so different. But you work on it and you do the best you can. So I want to turn around and I'll show you where we are, and we'll see what we can see. It's a cloudy day today. I think it's supposed to break up in the later part of the day. Obviously, when you're out here in this area, shorebirds aren't the only thing that you're going to see. As I looked out on the water, the double-crested cormorants were all along this rock, which is a pretty cool spectacle to see. I also saw a lot of gray egrets, blue herons, and snowy egrets too. So again, as you're walking along, there's not just shorebirds on the shore. There's a lot of other different things. Identifying certain shorebirds is habitat. So the majority of those shorebirds are shorebirds, meaning they are by water. It doesn't mean that they're all by saltwater. Some shorebirds can be found by lakes and streams, in different sod farms and other places like that. So you could find birds around there. And some birds are by the shore, kind of like this, and then some birds would be by rocks, more rocky, more surf type conditions. So all of those indicators help you identify different types of shorebirds. Identifying shorebirds is difficult because of the one thing I was saying about the different plumages and stuff, but also because they're quick. There's usually in groups, and it's not just a group of one type of bird. A lot of times it's groups of different types of birds, so they look a lot alike, and then not only do they look alike, but then there's different kinds of birds there, so you have to figure out like what you're looking at. The other thing is a lot of times they are out in that area, so to take a good picture or whatever, you need good binoculars or a spotting scope just to see them. But things that you would look for are size, You would also look for shape, leg size, beak size is another big indicator, and behaviors. The one part about being in Quanaketag at the boat ramp is there's continually people coming down with their boats, and sometimes that's very disturbing for the birds. So a lot of times it's easier to get here earlier in the morning when it's not too busy, because later in the day there's so many people, and people bring their dogs, and some people keep them on leash, and then some people leave them off leash, and that's not their thing. They're here for the water and the beauty and the boats and stuff like that. So I don't know what that was. Anyway, I'm probably going to be at the beach for a little bit. Maybe we'll try to find some plovers there. Might go out in a kayak, and we'll see what that brings. So the other part of shorebird is you can be on the beach and see plovers and other types of peeps. Those are the ones that, run down like they're chasing the wave. So the wave comes up, they run back. They're looking for different stuff in the sand and in the water. So we're going to take a little walk and see if we can find any of them. Good birding. So I'm on Narrow River, another great spot to see shorebirds. A lot of things with shorebirds is, we love to be on the water, and so do shorebirds. So that tends to come into some problems with people with dogs, and people just trying to enjoy their summer, and I get that. This is one of those places that, the mud flats around here are great, but sometimes you see people disturbing the birds because they're going by in their kayaks and their boats and stuff like that. But if you ever get a chance, this is one of the best places. Well, if you ever get a chance, this is a great place to see some different stuff. So I'm going to take you down. I'm heading back now. We're at the beach, and we'll see what we can see. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. I'm most likely going to be doing in the coming weeks some birding ID videos. I'm going to start with some simple stuff and then go on to some harder stuff, but we're going into the fall migration, and after that then it's going to be winter birding, and just to keep us going through the winter we're going to work on some ID skills. So I hope you like what I've been doing so far. If you do, write in the comments. And the gulls are saying good birding.